Alright, so NVIDIA just dropped a 550 billion parameter reasoning model. Open weights, open data, open recipes. And on a million token context, it scored 94.7 on Ruler, beating every closed model. It's called Nemotron 3 Ultra.
And honestly, the size is the boring part. It is not a transformer, most of its layers are Mamba 2, and only 55 billion of those 550 billion actually fire per token. That changes the long context math.
Wait, hold on. So this is just another open source model claiming frontier scores. What did it actually beat? And on what?
SWE-Bench Verified at 70.7, TauBench V3 average at 70.9, TauBench V6 at 89.0. And here is the catch, SWE, they trained the whole 20 trillion token run in 4-bit precision. Not quantized after. From day one.
Wait, if they train at 4-bit and it still hits those numbers, then the gap between training cost and inference quality just collapsed. Does that mean the closed labs mode on training efficiency is gone?
The mode did not disappear, it just moved. You still need 8B200S to even run this thing. So who owns the next breakthrough? A model lab? Or a chip maker that gives its model away? On June 4, 2026, NVIDIA released a 550 billion parameter reasoning model with full open weights, open data, open recipes. On a 1 million token context window, it scores 94.7 on Ruler, beating every closed model we have a number for. Welcome to the part where the open source AI race gets ugly for the closed labs. It is called Nemotron 3 Ultra, and the jaw-dropper is not the size alone. It runs with 55 billion active parameters per token, a tenth of the total, because it is a mixture of experts. Only the experts a token needs actually fire, making it roughly 10 times cheaper to run than a dense 550B. That math is what matters more than the headline number. On the agentic suite that measures real work, Nemotron 3 Ultra posts 70.7 on SWE-Bench Verified, 70.9 average on TauBench V3, and 89.0 on TauBench V6. DeepSeek V4 Pro, the open source leader going into June, lands at 73.5, 73.2, and 90.9. The closed frontier used to be untouchable here, and now an open NVIDIA model is in the same room. But here is the part nobody is talking about. Nemotron 3 Ultra is not a transformer. Most of its layers are Mamba 2 state space layers with only a thin slice of self-attention. Mamba 2 tracks sequences through a sliding state instead of comparing every token, letting it chew through a million tokens without the memory bill going exponential. That changes the economics of long context AI overnight. A million token context is not marketing when the architecture does not need quadratic memory to scale. Teams pricing out a 500K context agent and watching the inference bill go ruinous just got a working alternative. And because it is open, they can audit, fine-tune, and self-host. Here is the trick. Nemotron 3 Ultra was pre-trained on roughly 20 trillion tokens using NVIDIA's NVFP4 recipe for bit precision for weights, activations, and gradients during the whole run. Most teams quantize after training to shrink a model. NVIDIA trained this one in 4-bit from day one, and it still hits frontier scores on HLE GPQA and IOI 2025. The post-training stack is what the closed lab should be sweating over. SWE. NVIDIA ran multi-environment RL inside NemoGym across code, math, and tool use, then layered multi-domain on-policy distillation. Strong teachers coach Nemotron on its own trajectories. It closes most of the gap to the top closed frontier on agentic tasks, while staying open. Here is the catch. To run Nemotron 3 Ultra in BF16, you need at minimum 8B200 or GB200 GPUs, with about 1.5 terabytes of aggregate HBM. NVIDIA also released an NVFP4 variant for a smaller footprint, but the headline model is not workstation hardware. The choice to open it is also the choice to make NVIDIA hardware the obvious place to host it. In 2025, the open ecosystem was a delayed reflection of the closed frontier, useful, scrappy, never quite at the edge. Nemotron 3 Ultra lands on the same leaderboards as Kimi K2.6 and DeepSeek V4 Pro, with public weights, public data, and recipes anyone can run. The moat that was supposed to be closed weights just got shallower by a serious margin. If the chip company can hand you a frontier-class open model that runs on its own GPUs, the question of who controls the AI stack stops being about which lab has the best weights and starts being about who owns the silicon. We are no longer arguing about which chatbot is smartest. We are arguing about who owns the substrate.
Yeah, that one is going to sit with me. If you want the next big one before everyone else does, you know where the subscribe button is.